Pope Leo XIV, a continuation of Pope Francis' vision or a return to tradition. The election of Pope Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, has ignited immediate debate across the Catholic world. Will he continue the progressive vision of Pope Francis, or will his papacy mark a return to a more traditional, conservative path? The answer, like the man himself, is likely to be complex. A bridge between worlds. Pope Leo XIV arrives with a unique resume. Born in Chicago, fluent in Spanish, and having served as a missionary and bishop in Peru for nearly 3 decades, he is deeply connected to the Global South, a region that Pope Francis elevated in prominence during his pontificate. His tenure in Latin America exposed him to the front lines of poverty, social injustice, and religious marginalization. Those experiences align closely with Pope Francis' commitment to a church of the poor for the poor. Prevost, like Francis, has emphasized pastoral care over doctrinal rigidity, suggesting a likely continuation of that inclusive tone. A Vatican insider with a global eye. As prefect of the dicastery for bishops, Pope Leo XIV played a central role in shaping the global episcopate under Francis. That position gave him wide influence, but it also meant he was at the heart of the Vatican's reform agenda, including greater transparency, decentralization, and an emphasis on local realities within the universal church. Observers note that he is neither a radical reformer nor a staunch traditionalist, rather, a pragmatic bridge builder. In an era of polarization within the church, between progressives calling for change and conservatives alarmed by it, that balance may prove essential. On key issues, what to expect. Clerical sexual abuse. Pope Leo XIV is expected to maintain a hard line on accountability and prevention, continuing the structures and policies initiated by Francis. Role of women. While unlikely to introduce radical changes such as ordaining women, he may support expanding their roles in Vatican leadership and local governance. LGBTQ+ Catholics. Francis opened the door to pastoral care and respectful dialogue. Leo XIV may not go further doctrinally, but he is expected to maintain that tone of compassion and welcome. Environment. Given his missionary background and connection to Francis Laudato Si', Pope Leo XIV is expected to keep climate justice on the Church's moral agenda. Doctrine versus dialogue. While remaining faithful to Church teaching, Leo XIV is seen as someone open to sodality, the idea that the Church should listen before it rules. A conservative pope by American standards? Despite being the first American pope, Leo XIV is arguably one of the least American cardinals. His worldview has been shaped far more by Lima than by Washington, and although he understands the U.S., he is unlikely to align with its culture wars. That said, his ability to communicate with American Catholics, especially in the Trump era, may offer strategic value to the Vatican. Verdict: a papacy of continuity with a different style. Pope Leo XIV is no clone of Francis, but neither is he his foil. His leadership is likely to reflect continuity in substance, perhaps with a calmer, more understated style. Where Francis was boldly prophetic, Leo XIV may be diplomatically persistent. Where Francis challenged openly, Leo XIV may persuade quietly. In a moment when the Catholic Church faces internal division, global instability, and moral fatigue, a steady, unifying figure may be just what is needed. Whether he becomes a pope of great change or great consolidation remains to be seen, but for now, Leo XIV stands poised between legacy and leadership.